Hey, welcome! So today we're going to talk about brainstorming rules. Brainstorm is a really special kind of a meeting. A bunch of people are going to come together. It's a really expensive meeting, and so we want to get the most out of it. The first thing, stay on the topic. The project that you're on is really complicated. There are lots of things to talk about, lots of things to think about, but a brainstorm is to solve a very specific problem. And so while you're working, the
I think he means the facilitator.
Exactly. Is going to ask you, it's going to pull you back in if you get off on a tangent. So try to stay on the topic and you'll serve the people who are asking you for the brainstorm best. What's the next one? Encourage wild ideas. Sure, we can all solve things and be clever. The idea of a brainstorm is to get our most creative bit out. And so if somebody has a crazy creative idea or a wild idea, encourage it, because that idea may inspire someone to think about another idea that might not be as crazy and more doable. And the next one might be even more doable. And eventually you're going to have a lot of very doable and very clever ideas that came from something that could never have worked. So encourage wild ideas. The only way that's going to work is if you defer judgment. A wild idea that can't work, like we said before, inspires new ones. Also, if you see something in an idea that doesn't make sense, rather than judging it and being a downer to the whole rest of the meeting that needs energy, come up with a way that you might fix that, and that's a new idea. Again, a brainstorm is not about judgment. There'll be lots of time for judgment afterwards when you cull the ideas and synthesize it and pick the ones that you want. So that'll happen. Build on the ideas of others. This is really important. We're all here together in it's a special meeting. It's unique. It's very different than if I were to send out an email to 5 different people and get back 5 separate sets of answers to the question. We're here together, we hear each other, we see each other in the room, we see each other's pictures, and so we're going to take advantage of this unique situation. So if Christine creates an idea and I see something interesting about it, I might actually draw on her post-it. That's totally okay. That's totally good etiquette. Or I might say, ooh, I have an idea that's sort of like that, and I'm going to build on that. We're not stealing, we're working together.
That feels good.
One conversation at a time. If I'm going to build on Christine's idea, I actually have to hear it. If I'm having a side conversation, then I can't do that. So again, the facilitator will say, hey, that's really interesting. Could you guys hold on to that? I want to hear what Christine has to say. We get it out, and then we move on to the next one. Be visual. Picture's worth 1,000 words. You think about your idea more. You can sort of learn more about it just by drawing it. And a visual concept, actually, when it comes to voting, might get a little bit more interest. That being said, a good funky title that might stimulate conversation or stimulate other thinking is always valuable, so give it a nice title. And then go for volume. I've been in brainstorms where over 100 ideas happened within an hour. Who was it? Linus Pauling said, from many ideas comes one good one. So go for volume. So there are the 8 ideas, or the 8
rules.
There are the 8 rules of brainstorming. Stick with it, and it will take you to great places.
Go try it out.